Before we begin tonight's episode, we here at Three Geeky Dads would like to take a moment to remember Kevin Conroy. To many, he was not only the seminal voice for Batman and Batman the Animated Series, but he was Batman to a whole generation of comic book fans. Besides the animated series, Kevin Conroy continued to voice Batman for Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, as well as several animated movies and video games. Many actors have played Batman, be it movies and TV, and others have lent their voice in some animated features. Some were great, some not so good, but none of them came close to matching the power, mystery, and mood that Kevin Conroy brought to the role. And while he is no longer with us, his body of work with Batman is so strong and plentiful that his voice and legacy to the Caped Crusader will always be heard in our minds and hearts.
Warning, incoming dad joke. Warning, incoming dad joke.
Hey, Derek.
Yeah.
Hey, if you ever have another boy, you should name him Gotham.
Why would I ever do that?
Well, because if he ever wakes up crying in the middle of the night, Siobhan can nudge you and say, "Wake up, honey. Gotham needs you."
To the Batcave.
Brilliant!
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
It looks like a pink nightmare.
Christmas has a Yule log. Not a log, I don't have a log, but it's...
All that I have, all that I've learned, everything I feel, all this and more I bequeath you, my son.
Your father was Frankenstein, and your mother was the Lightning.
We named the dog Indiana.
I am your father.
Hello again, and welcome to another rockin' episode of Three Geeky Dads. I am Mark.
I'm Derek.
I'm Brian.
And joining us always to give us his 2 cents and some pocket lint, our own star child, Tito.
Hello.
Hi, star child. Guys, star children, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
It's been
That's
4
right.
years.
Happy
4.
anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Can you believe that?
Oh, you know, Mark.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Not 5?
November of two.
No, not 5. I
You
thought it was
sure?
5.
We're
First
going
time
into our
around.
5th year,
We're
yeah.
going into our 5th year.
Yep, November
4 years.
2018, we started this
I
little
can't believe it. Yeah.
show.
We
This little
we started our first episode
podcast.
with a Stan Lee tribute, so we had a memoriam or a
Moment of
little
silence.
eulogy.
tribute.
Tribute, thank you,
Excelsior.
Excelsior, and we did.
This
so
isn't a Stan
again.
Lee episode, it's a tribute.
It is.
This is just a...
Little Tenacious D for your ass.
And we're doing it again with Kevin Conroy. So sort of a full circle thing here. It will, in a couple of months, it's going to be Tito's 1-year anniversary.
That's right.
That's right.
So he shacked up with us for a year.
Started last January.
And, you know,
He's earned his wings.
he's
So
he's earned one wing. One wing.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
yeah, you don't want to know what he's going to do to earn the other one.
You don't know what
Have
he
a drink
doesn't
and
know
don't
what
Wait
spill
a
it.
minute.
Happy anniversary. But make sure that you don't spill it. Happy anniversary.
Thank you, Brian. I say rockin' because tonight we are whipping out our love guns and rocking and rolling
Oh.
all night, or at least 11 because that's past my bedtime, and part of every day as we continue. I know it's not the right one, Josh. Relax. As we continue our special request series during the holiday season, this request comes to us from 2 of our friends and faithful listeners who actually do not know one another, but just happen to pick the same movie. Those listeners are Jess Hamill and Josh Hurst. And the movie is Kiss Meets the Phantom Menace. No, I'm kidding. Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. I like the water.
Does he meet the Phantom of the Park?
I've yet to see Phantom. Show me Phantom. We'll get there, though.
Eventually, you're going to have some Phantom in your Phantom of the Park?
Hey, before we dive into some rock and or roll adventure, our own provider of Gene Simmons tongue sandwiches and Peter Crisco cooked fries, Brian Rockin' Ramsey has prepared an always yummy appetizer to start us off with. Brian,
Thank you,
start
Mark.
us off with our appetizer.
I will do that.
Damn right you will.
What's this? A piece of toast? A pretzel stick? Popcorn? What blockhead cooked all this?
So even before the rock and roll era, popular singers and musicians have enjoyed crossing over into the realm of cinema to varying degrees of success. Singers have been gracing the silver screen for decades, with the likes of Judy Garland, Frank Sinatra, and Barbra Streisand paving the way for the likes of Chris Christopherson, Cher, Tupac Shakur, and Lady Gaga. And then there's the odd film where the entire band gets in on the action. The Beatles famously mugging for the camera all the way through A Hard Day's Night, Prince and his band The Revolution all acting their hearts out in Purple Rain, and all the way up to the Foo Fighters battling creative and literal demons in last year's Studio 666. Somewhere in between all those fine examples lies tonight's film, Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park, a 1978 made-for-TV movie that's hardly made a ripple in the pond of pop culture, and that got us all thinking, what would we come up with if we could put our favorite bands into strange, scary, or silly situations that they had to get themselves out of? What would that VHS or DVD box synopsis sound like, gentlemen?
Nice.
I don't know, Brian. What would the first one sound
You want me to go first?
Right.
Yeah.
Derek went last week, so
right.
so we're going Derek. Next week it's you. Be ready.
Yep. Derek went last week, so we're going Derek. And
Yeah,
next week is
that,
me.
that made no sense.
I got it.
That don't make no sense.
It's late, and I'm living
Yeah.
the Matrix here. Shut up.
Derek. Go ahead, Derek.
There's a black cat. Was it the same black cat? So you want me to go?
Mark, there is no spoon.
No, I
Yes,
know that.
yes.
I had to eat my cereal
All
with
right.
my hands.
Well, I was originally going to put the band Ghost, which I've been listening to a lot lately. It's a band that has a lead singer dressed like a zombified satanic pope, and the band is a group of masked, faceless ghouls, and they accidentally get invited to preside over a Bible camp. But then we were joking before we recorded about the band Jethro Tull and how Mark had never even heard the song Bungle in the Jungle, and that got me thinking about Jethro Tull's Bungle in the Jungle. While patrolling the jungles, a ragtag band of mercenaries composed of the band Jethro Tull encounter an enemy not of this earth. Hutch, played by Ian Anderson, yes, not Dutch, because I've changed the names to protect the innocent. Hutch, Ian Anderson, a soldier of fortune, is hired by the U.S. government to secretly rescue a group of politicians trapped in the jungles of Guatemala. But when Hutch and his team, which includes weapons expert Blair, played by Martin Barr, and CIA agent George, played by Barrymore Barlow, land in Central America, something is gravely wrong. These are members of the band, Mark. Keep up.
I've got that.
For after finding a string of dead bodies, the band soon discovers that they are being hunted by a brutal alien creature with superhuman strength and the ability to disappear into its surroundings.
E.T.?
Predator.
It'd be cool if he like shot flutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what? They should have like bazookas like made of flutes.
Yeah.
And
Like large flutes that are
nunchucks
bazookas. Yes, and nunchucks made of
whatever they call
Flute zookas?
flutezookas.
Flutezookas.
Baflukas?
Gadzooks.
Shazoo.
Yeah, I guess he does sound like
somewhere
that.
in Europe.
Somewhere in Europe.
Well, they're in Guatemala. They're not.
It's Dutch, by the way. Just
I know it's Dutch. Like I said, I changed the names to protect the innocent,
I know.
such as they are.
I know. It's still
Ooh, so that's mine, gentlemen.
That was good. Very,
very
good.
nice. Very nice. I'd watch that for $1.
I hope the sequel stars Foghat.
Tito, you're up.
Yeah. All right, guys. Stop me if you've heard this before.
Digital Underground.
We
Meets
had earlier. We're speaking about the band Nickelback for whatever reason.
Yeah, we were.
We were talking about killing them, or no. We
That-
were talking about
Cabin in the Woods.
finding ways
Yeah.
to have
that was
Nickelback
a
dying
fun
in a
text
movie.
thread this morning,
Right,
gentlemen.
yeah.
A very
No,
fun
we're not
text
really
thread.
plotting to kill Nickelback.
No, they've done that on their own.
We're way
No,
too lazy.
yeah. They kill themselves. They kill themselves.
Anyways,
And I just couldn't think of. I was like, what bands do I love that I would put in a movie? And everything just kept coming back to Nickelback. So my story involves the band Nickelback minus Chad Kroeger because he flies separately.
Oh.
They have to take the tour bus over from Canada to the United States to perform a show, and they've forgotten their documents.
Oh, boy.
They're stopped at the border by ICE without papers on their way to a show, and they're being held in a detention center. Chad Kroeger, with the help of Scott Stapp from Creed, Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish, and Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20.
Oh, all my favorites. Tito, how did you know?
They have
What, no Jacob Dylan?
Oh, Wallflower? Yeah, you know what? You know how many bands
He's
I
the
was
roadie.
like, I looked through so many bands, and there were points where I was like, no, I kind of like that guy.
I can't throw him under this tour bus.
I kind of like that song.
I'm surprised Steven Tyler.
I liked One
didn't-
Headlight. I like that
where's
song.
Steven Tyler?
Steven Tyler
No,
didn't make
he's
the cut.
fucking doing blow.
All right. He's doing-
Joe Perry's chest or something. I don't know what he's doing. Off his guitar. They've got 24 hours to set them free before they get deported back to Canada, make it to the show, and blow the doors off this place. I call it Nichols Back. I couldn't think of anything better.
I'll be Nickelback.
So it's Nichols Back.
Nichols back.
Nichols
again.
Back to the Nichols.
Back.
Tell your friends.
Nick-
Nichols back.
Why Canada? Why? That's the name of my movie. That's the name of my movie. Why Canada? Why?
Oh, you don't have your papers there.
Oh, big rock
papers.
star.
Oh, geez, you're just going to have to turn around there and
Real
head back,
sorry
eh?
here. You're going to have to get out.
Get out.
Get out.
But we've got a shoe. I don't even know. That was like Irishy Canadian.
Oh, maybe they're from Nova Scotia there.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan. They have the best names up there. Saskatchewan. That's a great name. Saskatchewan.
Hey, you girls ever been up to Saskatchewan, eh?
Tristan and Chris, if you're listening, by the way,
We're
we have
so
the
sorry.
utmost
We love you.
respect for you, just so you know.
Oh, they're Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Canadians.
Yeah,
What's wrong?
well, what's not to love? Saskatchewan. All right.
I mean, I tolerate them, but
You tolerate It's okay. We tolerate All right. So mine involves one of my favorite bands, Faith No More. And it goes a little something like this. With the members of Faith No More wrapping up another gig, their last gig of their tour. In fact, lead singer Mike Patton starts to feel jaded and exhausted, as do his fellow bandmates. Their album, The Real Thing, has been on the charts, but the band begins to wonder how long they can keep their musical vibes going without finding a fresh new sound. Just then, their bus breaks down in a small little all-American town that just happens to be home to a television host and vampire killer extraordinaire named Peter Vincent.
Ooh.
Oh, we all saw this coming. Yeah. Knowing Faith No More is in town, the producers of Peter Vincent's show, Fright Night, managed to wrangle the band members and offer to pony up for gas and bus repairs in exchange for the band to be a performing guest on Peter Vincent's show, Fright Night. Who, being a horror fan himself, Mike Patton readily agrees. However, all is not well for long as how is
that possessed laptop.
As the music of Faith No More, in particular their song Surprise You're Dead, manages to inexplicably summon the demonic powers of Jerry Dandridge, who immediately seeks revenge against Peter Vincent. It's up to the famous vampire killer and his new friends, Faith No More, to stop Jerry and his army of the night, armed with drumsticks turned to stakes, guitars with crosses at the end of them, and Roddy Bottom's keyboard blaring constant hymn music, not to mention Mike Patton's superpower of being able to sound like Lionel Richie in one song and Ozzy Osbourne in another song, which has nothing to do with this movie, but I figured I'd mention it because that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
And by Peter Vincent, led by Peter Vincent, this team of rock and vampire slayers take down Jerry and his army of the undead. Once again being killed by the great vampire killer, Jerry utters, "Now everything's ruined," just before dying. The line inspires Mike Patton to write the song Everything's Ruined, which creates a whole new sound for their album Angel Dust, which restores their faith in being a kick-ass band. And Peter Vincent is once again hailed a hero, as he once again learns that you have to have faith no more for that, or anything really, to work on Jerry Dandridge. Faith No More meets Fright Night. Oh, you're so cool, Patton. It all stemmed from the faith. You have to have faith no more. I had the end. Always write the end first.
It's a fine line between clever and stupid.
No, there's no line. Oh, there was a line. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, kids. Daddy's not a drug addict.
No, it was crushed up sugar pops.
It was. It was.
Pixie sticks.
It was cheese dip. It made it very syrupy to snort.
Oh, Jesus.
Just
You don't have a sinus infection. It's just all clogged with Velveeta.
Frito-Lay, please. Get it right, Velveeta. A pox on thee.
Yeah, put some respect on his name,
Thank
Brian.
you, Tito. Thank you. You get me. Derek.
Me?
You're up. Yeah, you. What other Derek is
All right. Mine's called With Love from Hell to You.
Oh.
When Ringo accidentally turns the Yellow Submarine into a time machine, the Beatles
Of course
go back.
he did.
The Beatles go back to yesterdays gone by,
I'm a born Liverpooler.
only to find themselves in Victorian London and horrified to find out the infamous Jack the Ripper is in the midst of the Whitechapel killing spree. Paul thinks they should live and let die and go back home, but John can't let it be.
No.
Joy or Yoko can't. So then John can't.
Sorry, boy, she's making me do this.
Join the Fab Four as they scour the city, searching for clues to take down the most notorious killer in history, featuring a soundtrack chock full of unreleased tracks like Day Ripper, Streetwalker Parade, Annie, and Ticket to Die. Can Sean Paul, George, and Ringo survive the horror? Tomorrow never knows.
Oh, dun dun dun!
I think they will. I think they'll
do
succeed. I'm kept in suspense.
Liverpool can be a lonely place on a Saturday night, and this is only Thursday morning.
Awesome appetizer.
Even make me so float.
Here we go. It's like Tourette's, I swear.
Where's the off button? Where's the off
Tourette's. Are we recording still?
We are recording.
Okay. All right. So
Third time's a charm, Mark. Let's try this again.
Good. Awesome appetizers. Great job, everyone. I would watch any one of these movies. So, on to the main course.
On to the main course.
We shall eat.
What kind of a Thanksgiving dinner is this? Where's the turkey, Chuck? Don't you know anything about Thanksgiving dinners? Where's the mashed potatoes? Where's the cranberry sauce? Where's the pumpkin pie?
Feast!
Feast! We shall sup. Folks, we just got done with this movie. It's a long night. All right, everybody listen up and shut up now.
Rooney.
Don't do
9 times.
Come on to the parking lot. I want to have a word with you, by God.
What the hell is the matter with it? All right,
Why'd you hit me? Where's your brain?
What the hell are we talking about? All right.
Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
Thank you. All right. So once upon a time and fairly long ago, I came across a Family Guy Christmas special where Peter watches a special called Kiss Saves Santa. And while I was always indifferent to the band Kiss, never really following them, I did think a movie with Kiss saving Santa would actually be cool. It wouldn't be until years later, a week ago in fact, that I found out that something like that was in fact possible with a movie called Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. And while it's no Kiss Save Santa, it would simply have to do. And boy, it does. The story follows Kiss at the California-based amusement park Magic Mountain, where they are soon plunged into a mystery with an evil version of Walt Disney. Well, eviler, I guess you could say, charging to ride the monorail now. Fucking screw you. The evil version of Disney, right. He's unleashing cybernetic creatures upon park goers, including a girl who enlists the help of Kiss in order to find her boyfriend. Yes, Kiss has superpowers in this movie, and why not? Sure, we've heard this story before, but have we heard it in the Kiss way? Well, no, probably not anyway, really. But, well, tonight, thanks to Jess Hamill and Josh Hurst, we'll talk Wednesday, Josh, and their request, we're all along for this rock and roll mystery magical tour. This one's for you two, and now we're all involved together. It's a togetherness. I have no ending, so I simply say someone else speak. Opening thoughts. Let's go with Tito.
This is quite possibly the best Kiss movie I've ever seen. It's definitely top 3. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it all that much. It was better than I thought it was going to be. And I could see why a Kiss fan would like this, because intermingled throughout the story are music videos for Kiss, and they're playing all their greatest hits, so that's fun. But I'm not a Kiss fan, so fuck them. That's all I got.
Fuck them. Simple, to the point.
Gene Simmons is a prick.
Poor guy can't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, he can't.
Oh, I know, that's the best part of the movie.
Not in
Yeah.
the interview we saw.
Yeah.
No.
That interview was
the
phenomenal.
the bonus feature at the very end.
Phenomenal.
Yes. Kiss on the Tomorrow Show.
You guys know I am a fan of bad films.
Yes, we
yeah,
do.
you are.
Not only that, but a lot of these cult films, these films that have a cult following, if you will, I do collect. I've bought Mystery Science Theater movies without the Mystery Science Theater in them because I've loved the movies. You know,
That they
and
were skewering.
I just appreciate them.
You
I
go to the store.
appreciate
Can I have them
art.
without the mystery science,
Yes,
please?
I did.
Do you have this without the mystery
Hold the
science?
Mystery Science.
Some people gave up their entire weekend to make
Thing
this.
that couldn't die. Can I just have it as is?
It's like, Scott, you hear that? This guy wants it without the mystery science.
Somebody
He
ordered.
just wants the theater.
Somebody ordered Girl in Gold Boots, like the actual movie.
He's really gonna watch the Wild Wild World of Batwoman?
Oh, I want that one.
I know you do.
Oh, that's hilarious. So this movie falls into that category. I don't like it, and I do. I mean, if I get it. If you're a Kiss fan, I get the attraction. I get the. If you had seen this when this came out, I'm sure it was awesome. As Tito said, I mean, we know a lot of our friends who are Kiss fans, including Josh and Jess, and a couple of other people we know, and they love this, and I can see that. So I'm not gonna shit on it because I've got my love of really weird ass shit too.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge? But I did find it entertaining watching it with everybody, and that's probably the only time I'd watch it. If it was on, I'd watch it again. The music in it is good. There's Kiss songs I like, mostly because I saw Role Models, I'm ashamed to say, but I didn't know who Jethro Tull was either, so what are you going to do? Hang me in Epigee, I guess. But I'm not going to completely dismiss it because I did have fun watching parts of it. There was definitely moments in it where I'm like, okay, I can see the appeal of this. That's me. Derek.
I agree.
With who?
That's it. No.
Thank you. Good night.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was bad though. But I like Kiss, so yeah, I kind of like. I was able to trudge through it and, not gripe about it too much because the music was good. It didn't serve any purpose. It didn't fold into the story. It was no Mamma Mia. So I'll just tell you that right now.
But then what is?
That's right. That's right.
The Wild Wild World of Batwoman.
Oh, well, there we go.
And the funny thing is that I feel like I've seen this movie before, and it's because I watched Scooby Doo Meets Kiss, and in that they also have superpowers. They are like aliens from another world. So I think they probably just were like, oh, let's do that again, but make it somewhat good. So yeah, I mean it's watchable. It was fun.
Excuse me. We have Hanna-Barbera meets more Hanna-Barbera.
That's right.
Yeah. I was glad that we were all there to see it together.
Yeah, totally.
No, it was a very goofable movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun riffing on it with you guys.
But we had a good time.
We did have a good time.
I had a good time. Tito, did you have a good time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no,
That's good.
I had fun.
That's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Brian, overall thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with all of you. I thought it was just okay. Being a casual Kiss fan, I thought the music was fine. And I could see the appeal, like you guys said, being the fact that it's a made-for-TV movie from 1978, you can expect it had all the, usual 1970s cheese to it. The special effects were, laughable. But like Mark said, that's part of the appeal, that we're not going to fault anybody for that because we like stuff like that in certain movies. Like Tito, I didn't think it was going to be, I didn't think it was as bad as I was expecting it to be. I was really bracing myself for a wild and rough ride, but it wasn't as bad. Like you said, Tito, Derek, yeah, all of you. I agree with all of you. But
I know.
Derek, you just mentioned that there were certain parts of the story that were very familiar.
Yeah.
It reminded me of House of Wax a little bit.
Yep.
It also reminded me a little bit of the Duff World episode from The Simpsons.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, where the robots come to
yeah,
life,
right,
which was
yeah.
also taken off of Westworld,
Yep.
which is
Yeah.
ripped off of Westworld as well. So, I mean, the story is paper thin, but if you're a Kiss fan, it's fun.
As I'm thinking about it, if you take Kiss out of it and throw Run DMC and they do Sucker MCs in between, and I saw it when I was a kid, I'd probably be like, dude, this is a fucking Kiss
Yeah,
movie.
it's the best thing ever. Yeah.
So,
You've got to be. You definitely have to be. Well, not necessarily a hardcore Kiss fan. I mean,
No,
you could
like
just
I said,
be a
I'm a
fan
casual
of
Kiss fan,
cult
and I enjoyed
films
it.
and just bad flicks too.
I'm going to say I didn't
it's like
hate
the
it.
Star Wars holiday special for Star Wars.
Oh, God, why are you bringing that up?
Because so many people hate it, but people put it on every year. They celebrate
It is.
Life Day.
What was all that yesterday about Life Day? All over. Did you guys see that? It was all over my feed yesterday. Everyone was saying yesterday was Life Day,
something to do with Life Day.
and I'm like,
I have
well,
no idea.
I don't think it was yesterday the day that
It aired?
it aired because I don't think so. I thought it aired in December.
You
not
of all
November.
people would know this before
I
me.
know. I know. I should look it up. Tito can look it up. He's got
I
his
don't
phone
know,
out.
but that's what I saw when I saw this. When I was watching this, I was like, okay, I get it. It's like not so much in quality. You can argue which is better made, but I just mean the appeal of this movie to me is, it's like somebody who love hates the Star Wars Holiday Special. Just because I love that too, even though it's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
I totally have fun watching it and making fun of it. And,
November 17th, 1970.
There we go. All right, that's why.
Okay, well, happy Life Day, happy belated Life Day, and happy Kiss Day. So we're
Is today Kiss Day?
it is now. It is. Pucker up.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time.
Look out! This is also French Kiss Day.
It's French Kiss Day. You're what the French call
The Gene Simmons
Les
tongue is
incompetents.
coming right at
Les
you.
incompetents. Oh God, that tongue.
Les
That
incompetents.
tongue. Jesus, that thing
I
is
don't
frightening.
understand that. Like, why is I've seen it. We saw it every time.
Yeah,
it's what it was
that
known
was his shtick.
Yeah, but
It's what he was known for.
Yeah.
His tongue.
playing the
The long
bass
tongue.
too.
Yeah.
Spitting blood, spitting fire. Which you didn't spit any blood in this movie.
No blood.
No.
Hanna
No, I
Barbera
don't
probably
think
said
they-
no
no,
thanks.
Hanna-
Yep.
no,
The
Hanna-Barbera's
NBC
like,
censors.
We got it. Derek's having way too much fun.
Stop! Somebody stick a fucking spoon in his mouth. He's seizing. You all right over there?
Save it for when you get home, sir.
Just doing my tongue exercises.
Do I have to disinfect that microphone?
All right. So do we want to go through this a little bit?
If we have to.
We have
Yeah,
to.
let's
we
do it.
have to.
Jess.
This is a request. Jess, you
Jess.
pissed Jess off at some point. Maybe I did.
guess
I
so.
haven't talked to her in a while.
Years ago, because she requested it when we first started.
She must have said
She's
something.
been angry for a long time.
Maybe she's a Brie Larson fan.
No one's a Brie Larson fan. Come on.
Kiss me's the Brie Larson of the park.
And she wouldn't be in that movie either. Like there was no Phantom in this one. So.
There was the
Insert whatever
Right.
here. Right?
So
the park.
right off the bat, let's talk about the Phantom because this title promises, and I kind of wish I saw the movie first before writing this intro because in the intro I say there's mystery. There's no mystery about it.
No.
There's
We know.
There's no mysterious
There's no guy under a
Phantom.
mask.
You know?
No.
There's
going
no
to unmask
mask
in the end.
There's no old man Crothers, but there's not even like a Phantom of the Opera kind of vibe.
No.
No one. The guy Devereaux gets fired, and I figured he was going to have a horrific accident and come back with his face half scarred.
He's fired, yet
something.
somehow he's able to stay in the park
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah. I
Because there's
know.
only one other guy running it and like 2 security guards. It's very easy to move around.
He's the Nedry of the park.
He didn't say the magic word, which is kiss.
Damn this hack of shit!
So at Magic Mountain, what a great name, Abner Devereaux. Abner, come look, you got robots. Which he does. Abner Devereaux, the park's engineer and the creator of a series of animatronic attractions, is not happy that his work is being overshadowed by an upcoming concert with Kiss. He's mad at Kiss. My robots are what put this fucking park on the map. Not your clown band with the big shoes and
And the white makeup.
White
You know
makeup.
what? And therein lies the fact that this had a pretty good premise.
These musical mimes over here.
If they had done more with the whole like him controlling people, like he gets one guy, but that's all it is. He doesn't get anybody else. He
No.
makes the Kiss ones, but they don't last very long.
Nope.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like there could have been a lot of good mystery
Yeah.
vibes coming.
I like that. He controls Kiss and then they like break the spell with the
Yeah.
power of
Right.
fucking rock and roll.
Exactly.
right. And he manages to get, well, what? He gets one guy, and then does he control those 3 punks?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Chopper
does
and
he
his
build
gang.
robots?
But he
Yeah.
doesn't use them outside.
No,
of
he
the
just
room.
turns them into
just
robots
turns them into
for his
robots.
for his park.
Okay.
Mindless drones.
Okay, mindless drones.
Or whatever the fuck they are.
They were mindless drones.
Yeah.
But they were jerks before, and they got their just
They were 40-year-old teenagers.
Yeah.
They were fucking
Yeah.
with the gorilla.
They popped
Oh,
the
that's
girl's
right.
balloon, man.
Oh, right, with the
Sounds
cigarette.
weird
That was
out of
yeah,
context.
with the
Little
cigarette.
girl in the balloon.
Yeah.
He stole
my balloons.
Somebody tell me he had one of those.
A naked American man stole my balloon.
What? So yeah, he's very upset. Calvin Richards, the park's owner, explains that the concert's going to generate much needed revenue to make up for the quality control problems that have plagued Devereaux's creations. They're not that good. John Hammond. Okay, basically is what he's saying. We got to get money to make this. We got to clean this place up a little bit. Enter Kiss, but we still have no Kiss yet. You're not going to get Kiss in this for the first half hour.
Oh, at least.
Right,
Yeah.
and you don't get a Phantom at all. So it's kind of like Moon Knight, actually. It's, yeah.
Mark's favorite Disney show.
Oh, definitely. I can hear the usual people groaning. I love you guys. Anyway,
You're getting a lot of traction out of that Moon Knight, though.
that's true.
making
You know what?
it
You're
good.
right. It has made. I can't hate it too much. You're absolutely right. It is made for some great material, and it never gets old. To me, I'm sure to everybody else, but not to me. So Melissa, a park guest, becomes concerned when her boyfriend Sam Farrell, a park employee and assistant to Devereaux, has gone missing. Missing.
There's zero setup with that.
No, he's just taking.
They're just on a roller coaster, and then all of a sudden, my fiance's gone. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Well,
Fiance?
if you've noticed, gentlemen,
He went to the bathroom and never came back.
this whole movie is just one scene after the other. There's no lead into
There
anything.
really
No.
isn't.
They're here 1 second, and they're hurled violently into the next
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
It's a
Next
series
they're
of
at the show.
vignettes.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Hey, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
There's no time to show them walking from
No.
place to place or say where they're going to go. Let's go here. They just go there. You know, it's very avant-garde.
Yeah.
Very French, very Jean-Luc Godard, if I may.
Oh,
you
yes.
see,
That's what this
French
pla-
version of
That's what the show
cinema.
is.
It's avant-garde. No, there's another word for it too.
Like the
but-
day after the concert, are we supposed to assume that all Kiss does is sit around on lifeguard stations around a pool filled with nobody?
with Jawa hoods.
Yeah,
They
with
were-
Jawa. Yeah, exactly.
What would you? What
Silver
else
robes.
would you do? They're keeping the sun out of their.
I'm just saying, it's just
Yeah.
very odd that
They're
they
not going to
just.
get sunburned. They get paid on them.
Well, maybe it's
Better
not
than
very
slow
good.
motion.
Maybe it doesn't have a high base or whatever.
SPF?
Thank you, bass. Bass doesn't have a high bass.
I'm the bass player. I played lead trout.
Meanwhile, three punks sabotage one of the rides, and Devereaux is blamed for the incident. These are the three punks who. Melissa goes to Devereaux's underground laboratory, which was the last place Sam was seen. Devereaux dismisses her after explaining that he has not seen Sam. But after she leaves the lab, he reveals that Sam has been placed under mind control through his use of electronic device. It's in the back of his neck. So meanwhile, while that's going on, because, before we have time to wrap that around our head, we cut to the three punks in the Chamber of Thrills.
Don't make me come down there, you punk.
You punk. You hooligans. The hooligans in the park again.
Harassing other patrons.
They're in the park. They're
Molesting
popping
the
balloons,
animatronics.
They're molesting. One of them's dry humping a gorilla. They're all having fun. There's all these cool. Actually, I really do like this part. I like
because they dry humps a gorilla?
Yeah, I love dry humping gorillas. Don't knock it till you try it. So, they eat their own poop. They're all right.
But what about the gorillas?
Them too. Again, don't knock it till you try it.
R.I.P. Harambe.
Harambe.
R.I.p. Harambe.
Moment of silence for Harambe.
All right. That wasn't silent.
Sorry.
And now it's too late. We have to
Ironically,
move on.
Derek coughed up a gorilla hairball.
And some shit. So the three punks enter the Chamber of Thrills. Excuse me. Where they fall into traps set by Devereaux. Richard fires Devereaux for his erratic behavior.
Is this autoerotica?
Autoerotica. And because he refused to cooperate and he wasn't concerned about the guest's safety, he was more worried about his robots, basically. He loved his robots more than people and more than Kiss, and that's a no-no. So because of this...
You can love your robots,
You
but
can.
don't love your robots.
Well...
Unless they love robots.
Yeah,
That's true.
They do have robots designed to do that. Not that I would know.
Christmas is coming, Mark. And soon you will be too.
My wife heard that. Because of this, Devereaux swears revenge upon Richards. And doesn't really swear revenge. He's kind of like, I'm going to get you. He doesn't really, there's no, I will have my revenge.
He's a very subdued villain.
He's not a very good villain.
No.
He's kind of just there.
He's not over the top
like
at all.
He looks bored. And according
look what he's doing.
Right.
Yeah.
According
He speaks
to
for the audience.
The trivia, right? He was not a fan of this.
No, according to the
put it on his
trivia, he
resume.
doesn't even put this on his resume. Like
Yeah.
when
Sad, he should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
He was in
would.
a movie with Gene Simmons, man.
Yeah, you're in a movie with Kiss. Kiss is a big
prick.
thing.
Actually, you know what? I think he probably would make a really great villain and many things.
He
just
has.
not.
He's played
yeah,
villains.
Well, he kind of comes off
He's
as a
all
villain
right,
in
yeah.
Matrix. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he comes
yeah,
off
yeah,
kind of
he's a
like you're not
dick.
sure if you should
Yeah.
trust him.
He
Yeah, he's
looked
an
like
odd fellow.
he looked like a Target version of David Warner to me.
Oh,
Warner,
he did,
not your
didn't
friend
he?
Werner, David Warner. Hi, David. So,
Hi, guys.
shortly after Kiss's first concert at the park, Devereaux attempts to discredit them by unleashing a robotic copy of Gene Simmons to wreak havoc on the park and the security guard. This
That is scary.
this is a
very
great
scary.
scene. This is hilarious because he Kool-Aid Mans through the wall. He's
Breathing fire.
stomping up and down the alleyway, breathing fire, and it's funny. And these rent-a-cops kind of the security guards try to stop him, and they can't because it's Gene Simmons.
That's kind of a fun scene. You can see
It
him
is.
hanging on strings, and he's carrying one guy up by the neck and
Mm-hmm.
holding him above his head, and he slowly falls off of the side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's weird, but that's kind of a fun scene. That
there are some fun fight moments.
yeah.
In this.
Oh, and yeah.
I will say
Yeah.
I didn't when they happen.
I like the cats.
Oh, the
Oh,
cat.
they
like
fight
cats.
the cat.
Yeah.
The cat
the
robots.
The
I really
cats
do.
was weird.
Yeah.
I like
What
it.
the hell, my chop liver? Yes, I was going like that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi,
In fact,
sorry.
Mark, you are chop liver.
I am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you are my onion.
More onions.
Liver and onions. Excuse me. Water break. Thank you, Brian.
It's real water, too. We're not drinking booze.
No. The band is questioned the next day, but no action is taken, causing the park's officials, including the police and Richards, to apologize to them by pardoning Gene of sabotage, which they didn't really seem to do in the movie. What I'm reading here makes it more detailed than how it came across.
Pardon him, and they make it seem like they arrested him. They took him to jail, and something.
Yeah, they barely questioned him.
Yeah, they were just like,
Whoever wrote this synopsis is like
Yeah.
undergraduate at some.
Yeah, Josh, where were you when the
Liberal arts
synopsis was written?
Wait a minute, written by Josh Hurst.
He paid $7.50 to Wikipedia to
it does say that.
put all that information in there.
Meanwhile, Melissa seeks help
This is the greatest
from
movie
the
ever.
from the band to find Sam, unaware that the security pass she received from Devereaux is a tracking device, which I didn't even pick up on when I saw that.
Neither did I.
No,
Wait
me
a
either.
I freaking
Wow.
thought she just
We were
had
making
that.
fun of how it
She
looked,
was
'cause-
hot, you know? Like,
It's like just a green pin.
yeah.
Does he say that at some point?
I missed it. We were talking.
We were
movie is
doing
a-
a lot of goofing.
It's a
must
lot
have-
more sophisticated than I give it credit for.
See?
we're gonna have to
It
give
just
a
went up
second-
one star for Tito. A tracking device. Wow.
Now who's the prick? Jeez.
Gene Simmons is a genius.
Devereaux has Sam break into the band's lair, which is the most pimped out lair I've ever seen. It's like if
The Batcave.
it's like if Huggy Bear got hold of
Yeah,
the Batcave.
yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yep.
awesome.
Full of robots and pieces of robots.
And
And
these
the
beautiful
big computers. The wall
No.
computers.
That's not. I'm talking about. I was talking about
Oh,
the band's lair.
Oh,
Where
Kiss's
Oh, the
lair. They're
band's
like
lair.
The
Oh,
sex
oh.
chamber.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
all
Which
the-
also kind of looked like the
their
lab,
talismans.
but with
yeah.
some. It was pimped out, yo.
Right,
Pimped out, as the
right.
kids say. The kids say
Yeah,
pimped
that's
out.
where they
Tito.
took Devereaux's wife.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
That's why he hates him so much.
Devereaux has Sam break into the band's lair and steals their talismans. These are the devices.
Tasman.
The talismans are the device that
Tasmanian
give Kiss
devils.
their superpowers
yes.
and their playing abilities as well.
I
Or
think
can
so.
they
Yeah,
still
well,
play
yeah, because they take away Stanley's guitar playing.
Stanley. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Stan
yeah,
Lee.
Yeah.
Paul Stanley.
When they're singing Beth.
Yes. No.
Beautiful song.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautifully sung
It was
song.
it was beautifully sung, and the woman didn't appreciate. She was like walking away
They
from him.
probably because her name wasn't Beth.
That's
They should've
right.
said-
And his name wasn't Stan Lee.
Beth, I hear you calling,
Excelsior, Gwen Stacy.
but don't make me come down there, you punk.
I was an asshole to Jack Kirby. Oh, no. We're going on a whole another tangent there. Sorry. But the plan to destroy the talismans is foiled due to the force field on the talisman's case. Kiss sneak into the park.
That
to
old
confront
chestnut.
That old chestnut. Kiss sneak into the park to confront Devereaux, fighting off Devereaux's animatronic white. Wait a minute, monkeys.
They were monkeys?
They're not monkeys. They're cats.
No, they're cat people.
They
look like cats.
It is said here, guys, the reason we're reading off the Wikipedia thing, because we had this WTF while watching this, and we don't want to miss anything out of respect to
And
the
I
two who
don't
requested
want to
this.
miss a thing. Sorry, Tito.
Yeah, you're not sorry at all. No. But
I don't want to watch this flick.
I don't remember.
I'd
monkeys.
rather poke out my eyes.
It's filling in all the gaps for me,
It is,
which is nice.
No, it's good.
But clearly, whoever wrote it embellished and is a Kiss fan and wanted to make this movie.
It would have been cool if it was monkeys.
White monkeys?
It was.
They're I guess they're called white monkeys.
They were werecats.
But they were definitely
this person.
cats.
They look like cats.
They look like
So
cats.
here's
They
the
look
thing.
like an off-Broadway production of Cats.
They didn't have whiskers.
One of them had a Judi Dench pussy.
There was no whiskers.
They all had little buttholes.
Maverick!
No whiskers, though.
No whiskers.
Oh,
Whiskerless cats.
But they didn't have long tails. They didn't go either, so it could be a monkey. Could
Monkeys
be a
have
cat.
tails, though, Tito.
They got tails, so
Monkeys
I'm saying
yeah.
they ain't got no tails.
Curious George doesn't have a tail.
They ain't got no
Oh,
whiskers.
No,
That's
he
right.
doesn't.
He probably should. He's like a chimpanzee, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious
He's got a
George?
He's a brown chimpanzee. What are
got
you
one of
doing
the- he's
that
got
with your finger?
What is that?
Let's go one of these.
Curious George. This is little George. This man in the yellow hat.
Little George is mighty curious.
Curious George and the Red Rocket.
Red Rocket.
Yum.
All right, apparently they were monkeys then. I disagree. I'm going to call them cats. They
Call 'em
look
cats.
more like cats.
I thought they
were
looked like
cats.
cats.
Not one of us said monkeys.
This was my favorite scene.
Get that monkey cat. That cat.
I like the song because it's New York Groove. Like they're fighting these
Yes.
things to New York Groove. Which
It was
is,
a cool fight.
Like none of the songs
Yeah.
fit at all in any of these scenes.
No,
that
the
they were
worst,
in, but-
the song for when they fight their robotic doppelgangers is way off.
Yeah.
Way off. I don't
Yeah.
even remember the name of it. I'm sorry. No. Rum Tum Tiger.
Going back to the cats.
They pop a head off one of the cats. That's pretty fun.
That was cool. That was
Paul
cool.
Stanley, I think, pops that off the cat, and then
I popped the cap off my.
Ace Frehley
That ring came off
pops
my
the
fucking
two
head.
cats' heads together.
They
That was a
tried.
fun scene.
That was
That was a
fun.
fun
You know,
scene.
they're climbing along the large roller
Yeah.
coaster,
Yeah.
and you see
In
one,
wires.
and then you
Yeah.
see two, and then you see there's like a bunch of them already up there.
Oh,
That's
There was
kind
like
of
a
cool.
dozen of them.
Yeah, that was
together.
cool. I did
You guys
like
are on
that
our
scene.
turf.
Yeah. Meow. Meow.
This is our roller coaster.
I could have swore they were meowing at one point too, but maybe I'm just
Let's put it back on and see.
that could be in my head.
I don't
That
think
could
they
have
made
I'll take
any
the-
sounds.
They didn't make a sound at
They
all.
didn't make a
I
sound
just
at all.
in my head they're going meow. All right,
They were.
that's possible. That's possible.
One of them was
Mandela effect.
one of them was played by Jason Mewes.
Muse. What the hell? Where are
I killed Mark.
we? You did.
They fought the monkeys.
No, here we go. Here we go. So they're fighting they're fighting the monkeys, and Sam manages to steal the talisman, and with this like dildo-looking gun that's able to rid the talisman of their power and just make them impotent, basically. If that's really what it is.
It's just their powers.
Yeah.
They can't breathe fire.
They
or
can't breathe fire.
teleport,
They can't sing. They
or-
can't tell good jokes.
What does
Do we
Paul
ever-
Stanley do?
do we
Shoots
ever-
lasers out of his
Do we
eyes?
ever find out what Peter Criss does? I don't think
which
he had a
one?
special.
He's got the powers of Meg. He can make his fingernails grow.
Which one teleports?
That's Ace.
Ace Frehley teleports.
Which one? Which one has the eye lasers?
That's
Paul
Paul
Stanley.
Stanley.
Paul.
He's
Oh,
Star
yeah,
Child.
what the hell is? Shit, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're gonna get in trouble. Somebody look this up.
I don't think Peter Criss has
Peter Criss
the
had
power.
Peter Criss had the power to be dubbed by
That's
other
right.
people.
That's why
Yes.
Peter Criss doesn't want to be Peter Criss.
I have a feeling I'm going to Google this and there's a giant fucking question mark's going to pop up on my screen. Yeah. No thanks.
Would you like more malware?
Oh, yeah, right. What's Peter Criss's power?
I don't want that in my Google history.
His power is he can sound like a completely different person.
That's right.
Because he was dubbed.
He was.
Right, and we'll get to that too. But let's get through the synopsis because we're almost there. So
that's a quick one.
Sam manages to steal the talisman and delivers them to Devereaux, who then neutralizes Kiss with a ray gun. Well, Kiss, having lost their powers, are imprisoned in the underground lab. Devereaux then sends his robotic Kiss copies in place of the real Kiss in order to ruin their concert and incite a riot.
I'm a dude disguised as a dude playing another dude.
The real Kiss manages to retrieve their talismans, thereby regaining their powers. They escape and quickly head to the stage where they defeat the imposters and save the concert.
That's right.
So the mock Kiss doppelgangers, if you will, they get out on stage and they start playing, and everybody's unhappy.
Yes, they almost incite a riot.
Right.
Yeah.
It is a riot, and it is being incited.
I found his power, guys.
What's his power?
Is that why you're laughing?
Yeah,
he Hart?
drummer slash singer Peter Criss, the Catman, had superhuman agility and leaping powers.
Okay, that makes
Oh,
sense.
he does do that jump.
He
He
does.
was jumping.
Yes.
Powers.
One jump
Yeah,
in the
he
whole
does
movie.
some jumps.
That is
Good
totally
for you, Peter Criss.
That's
Good
fucking
for
big
you.
power.
Damn, the internet wins again. Well done, internet. Well fucking done, internet.
Well played.
Yeah, undefeated.
So he's the Ringo of the group. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the.
I wrote a song.
That's good. We're going to put your superpower right here.
So everyone can see it.
Yeah,
Right here
so
on the refrigerator.
Kiss beats the Robots. They save the day. After the show, Kiss, Melissa, and Richards confront Devereaux in the underground laboratory, only to discover that he's frozen in a catatonic state, seemingly revealing himself as the namesake Phantom of the Park.
Really?
Wait a minute, who's the Phantom of the Park?
Devereaux.
Interesting.
Yeah, but he's not.
With a name like Devereaux? Yeah.
But he's not really considered a phantom until he's found all old, like he just drank the wrong cup from Last Crusade.
Oh, right, he's old at the end. Yeah,
He has chosen.
I think I fell asleep for the last
poorly.
7 minutes of this movie.
Okay, well that happened in the last 7 minutes of the movie.
And then he was older, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
he was.
how much movie did I
in a
miss?
catatonic state, and he looked like
Catatonic.
Vigo.
Not
and
monkey tonic,
not
catatonic.
Gin and tonic.
Right. They're not monkeys. They're just not.
Guys, can I jump really high?
With 7 minutes left of this movie.
Absolutely.
With 7 minutes left of this movie, Tito decided he wanted to go out for scratchers and cigarettes, and he never came back.
And they never saw me again.
Back to being 3 geeky dads.
Ace Frehley, what do you want to do? I want to like be there and then all of a sudden not be there, be somewhere else. What's that power?
Teleportation? No. No, that thing, when I'm here 1 minute.
That feeling I get when I do fucking 12 lines before a show. I want that.
Do you want to hear my
But
horrific
visually.
laugh? Yeah!
Oh, God.
Yeah, known for that. That's like a joke.
He's amazing.
He has a cackle.
He's amazing.
He has a cackle.
I think
on
Tito
him.
has a new hero.
My
does.
Grand Slam was supposed to come with
Ace Frehley.
sausage.
Ace Frehley's my guy.
Paul Stanley removes the mind control device from Sam's neck, returning him to normal. Richard laments Devereaux's demise by saying, "It was beauty that killed the beast." No, King Kong.
The power was within you all along.
He created Kiss to destroy Kiss, and he lost.
Kiss.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, I know.
Doesn't follow. Not the. It's no. There's
And then
no
the
place
Universal
like
music
home.
pumps in, and dun, 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 and
It's
then
no.
the credits come.
It's no. Forget it, Jake.
No.
It's Chinatown.
Yeah.
An alternate take used the final dialogue. He created Kiss to defeat Kiss, and in the end, it destroyed him. I like that one better, and I think that's the one we saw, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So we got this copy from good old Jay Pillarella from Rubber Chicken Comics, and I believe this is the version that was kind of like the, I guess you would call it an alternate cut or a director's cut or
Director's
some
cut.
sort of cut.
Snyder
where
cut.
It wasn't
Snyder
a
cut.
recording, yeah, because it wasn't recording
Simmons
off
cut.
TV.
Right.
There was no Cowboys commercial.
I guess
or-
there's the other version
Oh, that
of
would have been
this.
fun, though.
That's right.
If
We
I
had
got
some 78 commercials on there to-
commercials, yeah.
Oh, I
weed
love
through.
those, man.
Spice it up a little
Yep.
bit.
So I guess the other version of this movie didn't feature a lot of Kiss music.
Yeah.
A
Or
lot of the
commercials.
Kiss music was cut.
Also, none of the
No
performances.
Ricardo Montalban for the Chrysler Cordova with rich Corinthian leather.
I think there was, I'm sure Josh can explain it better. I don't want to butcher the facts, so I'm not going to get too into it. But yeah, we apparently we saw the Snyder Cut version of this movie that Jay gave us. So there you go. But the
Restore the Snyder Kiss verse.
Yeah, wasn't it Snyder that was doing the interview at the end? Was it Tom Snyder?
It was Tom
It was
Snyder.
the Tom Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
The Tomorrow Show with Tom Snyder.
And Tom Snyder.
I heard they each put a little bit of their blood into the film. So every time you watch it, you get a little bit of their blood.
Oh, that means I'm going to get chicks. All
That means
right.
you're going to get chicks or AIDS.
Yeah.
We haven't decided.
They have a shot that'll clear that up, though, Mark.
Oh, they do? Well,
HPV.
here we go.
Human papilloma virus.
It's going to go back to polio any minute now. Don't.
They got a cure for that, too.
Yeah, Tito's bringing it back.
I only talk about shit that got a cure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be funny.
It was
If
funny.
you get the fucking shot, you're good.
Speaking of cursing stuff, it was like last year when Tito started with us, back in January when we started making fun of polio.
Dude, I brought polio back.
And like
Yeah,
a month after you made that joke, polio came back.
I take credit for that one. 100% I will.
He's bringing it back, ladies and
He's
gentlemen.
bringing it back.
You are some kind of sorcerer.
That's it. We killed Leslie Jordan. We
Yep.
brought polio back.
You did kill Leslie Jordan, man. Why?
Yeah, no, it's this we.
I don't know. It's
Don't throw me under the bus, man.
loved him.
That one was all you.
I loved him.
We killed. Who the hell did we kill? We killed somebody.
There was a few of them we mentioned on the show, and a week later they died.
Well, I don't know what.
We don't have a
what
good
to
track
say.
record, which is
No.
why we don't like to bring up other people.
We don't. We shouldn't bring up other people.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Gene Simmons.
Oh, don't kill Gene Simmons, man.
No, I don't want to kill him.
I like Gene Simmons. I'm sure he could be a prick, but he was fun to watch in this movie.
I never met
He
the guy.
took this role very seriously.
He sure
And
did.
He was having a lot. I mean, they
He
were
was
all
into
having
it.
fun, but he was really into his demon role. He was the Hulk. He was the Wolverine.
He
of
was.
The group.
He was stalking around that set like Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, he really was. Speaking of pricks,
he was like, look at the way Paul.
I know, right? He's looking at you, Mark.
Yeah.
He's thinking to himself,
Hey, look at my credit card, Lou. Sorry.
look at the way that Paul Stanley walks in those platforms. I'm not walking that way.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk like Godzilla.
I'm gonna stomp around like I just shit my pants.
I like when he roars and they got the lion roar. That's cool. Yeah, no, this movie was fun. The more I talk about it, the more I say, yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. It was.
You're gonna put it on when you get home, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
I feel like they don't
I
take themselves
might.
seriously, which is kind of cool. Like they don't take. It feels like they don't take themselves.
Well, except for that
seriously.
interview.
No, they.
Yeah.
Paul was very like. He was just lost. And the other two were
Ace and,
high as hell.
Oh my
Peter
God.
Chris were having fun. But it
yeah.
feels like, the makeup and the fucking theatrics and all that shit. They're having a good time. They make
Yeah.
this movie. There's no way they think they made a good movie, but they probably
I
had
don't
some
think
fun
so.
doing
They
it.
probably-
yeah.
Unless they're egomaniacs, which Gene Simmons
No,
is.
it's like when
He probably
Guar
thinks he made a good
Guar
movie.
made their movie. They didn't take
Yeah.
it. They just had a good time doing it. I feel like
I
a lot
respect
of
those
these
guys,
bands do
though.
it.
And the Spice Girls
I
did
respect,
the same.
and the Spice Girls did the same thing. You're right. That's true. These guys they don't care. They're making billions of dollars. Yeah. They're having a great time. They know they're going to have a following. Yeah. Have fun with it. And Kiss does, as did Guar, as did the Spice Girls.
And they were big into like merchandising and
merchandising.
Like he said it. He says it. You know, in one of the interviews at the beginning. Like they created the image in part to make lots of money on merchandise.
Yeah.
And so this is just another form of merchandise.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny because the way this movie opened up, I don't know if it's this way in the other version. This movie opens up with that 60 minutes.
Yeah, but it's because those.
Oh, was that? Yeah. Oh, that was the
before and after thing,
like intro.
Yeah,
they were
special features, but they were it automatically started.
That makes more sense. All right, never mind then.
They were NBC specials, though. It looks like, right? Because that film was on NBC.
That was cool. That was
it's
cool
it's like precursor. What was that for? I guess my generation maybe it might be like ICP, where all of their merchandise I saw everywhere all the fucking time.
Oh yeah, and didn't know what it was.
I never even listened to their music, and then I would see Hatchet Men.
Yeah, exactly, the Hatchet Man
everywhere,
and I didn't even know that was part of Insane Clown Posse until like way later.
They sold so much shit. They kind of they rode.
But that logo was everywhere.
The coattails of Kiss to fucking. millionaire status.
And they,
I heard
they had a weird interview with Bill O'Reilly, the same
Phenomenal.
way
Oh, yeah.
this interview with Tom Snyder and Kiss goes.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. It is a phenomenal interview.
I heard too that Gene Simmons and or Paul Stanley they intended this band to be like franchised out. So like when these guys like age out of the band, like because of the makeup, somebody else can just step in, sing the songs, and Kiss will go on forever
Wow, that would've
until
been cool.
they age out,
Yeah.
and then somebody else takes over.
Right.
So
there
Kiss
is
will
a
Kiss will be
chance
going
for us,
long
Well,
after
I mean,
we're
they've
gone.
done it, right? They've replaced
We're
Peter
gonna do
Criss
that
a
with
couple
the-
of
They
times.
have,
They replaced
yeah.
Ace Frehley.
Well, they already
a couple
dubbed him
times.
for this movie.
Yeah, and they've come back and left and come back.
It's a great idea.
We're doing that with the podcast, aren't we?
What?
We're just gonna age,
Age out, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Three other geeky dads.
We'll pass it down to whoever's left alive. And hey, Dean, get ready. Yeah, so that's the movie. So closing it out again. Upon talking about it, I'm just gonna say if you're a Kiss fan, it's worth seeing. Obviously it's got it's a following because two of our listeners, who again did not know one another, both requested this.
Yeah.
So
what are the odds?
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
They're quite good. Maybe.
Never tell me the odds.
Not that high. I can't imagine they'd be that high.
Well, they were for us. So,
I can't imagine I'd be that high.
The odds of successfully surviving a Kiss movie are 7,920 to 1.
Such a nerd. Nerd! No, it's okay, Brian. Yeah. But again, I'm not going to shit on it.
No.
I'm not going to shit on this. If you're a Kiss fan, check it out.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was good, but not great.
I'm not gonna poo-poo.
I didn't hate it.
Not going to poo-poo it. That's
Nope.
right. We're not going to poo-poo it.
Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be very.
Certainly not the worst movie I've seen.
No. Well, we saw Sharkula.
That's
Get ready
right.
for that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was probably better than that Doctor Strange made-for-TV movie that we watched.
I agree.
Yeah.
This was better than that
was more
Doctor Strange
interesting.
I
one.
think of another
Definitely.
made-for-TV movie that you guys forced me to watch.
I had more fun. I had more fun watching this.
Tito, you knew what this was.
He bought his ticket. He knew what he was getting into.
Let him crash.
I say, let him crash.
I have seen some quote-unquote big-budgeted mainstream movies that I cannot stand and did not have a good time watching. So this is not the worst thing I've seen. This is like The Room. For me, this would be like The Room. This would be a fun movie to go back and play for friends. Or I'll show Sarah this, see how long she can last through this movie. But, I like Kiss just fine.
You're tearing
Good
me
for them.
apart, Gene Simmons.
Gene! You look so sexy in those platform shoes, Gene.
Oh, hi, Paul.
All right.
Give me
We're
the
all
money,
in
Peter
agreement.
Chris. Give me the money.
Hi.
Where's my money, Chrissy? Where's my money?
What kind of drugs did you take?
Ace.
You're tearing me apart. Oh, hi, doggy. Oh, hi, Gene.
Hi, Gene.
Oh, hi, Devereaux.
Hi, Gene.
Oh, hi, Phantom.
Hygiene important.
Oh, hi, Phantom. They found him.
They found him. You were hiding the whole time.
The Phantom of the Puck. So it's a prequel to the actual Phantom of the Puck.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Because then he
that's-
becomes the
uh-huh.
Phantom, and then they
Yeah.
they were going to make another one if this one had good ratings.
It was
That's right.
It clearly did not.
Son of the Phantom of
That's
the
right.
park.
Phantom. So
it's-
many
it
years
was-
later, they
it
made
was
a
Boba
Scooby-Doo.
Fett. It was Moon Knight. It was this. That's what it was.
It's hard for me to hate Hanna-Barbera.
But wait,
Yeah,
I was
I
wrong.
don't really have a problem hating them. Most of this stuff
I
like,
love
is the same,
Hanna-Barbera.
but I like Scooby-Doo. I do.
I love Hanna-Barbera. So
And
it's hard for me to-
Hanna-Barbera's World of Super Adventure. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I always liked the Laugh Olympics. I was always a big fan of the
That was a
Laugh
good one.
Olympics. I always thought that was pretty cool. A clever idea to get all those shows.
With the ones with the wacky races. I like
Yeah, the
those
Wacky
too.
Races.
Wacky
I guess I do like
Snidely-
Hanna-Barbera.
Snidely Whiplash.
Yeah, Captain
Hanna-Barbera.
Caveman.
It had some good stuff.
You don't like the fucking Flintstones, bro?
No, actually, I never got into the Flintstones.
What about the
Or the
Jetsons?
Jetsons. Same. I thought Judy was hot.
What about Blue Falcon and
Had a
Dynamite?
huge,
Oh, fantastic.
Remember that?
Love Blue
yeah,
Falcon
yeah,
and
they were
Dynamite.
good.
What about Johnny Quest?
Oh, Johnny
Yeah, but
Quest.
that's
Seems
part of
solid.
No, that isn't part of Super Adventure.
No.
Yeah, I do like Johnny Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sim Salabim. Yeah, actually, that has an awesome theme song.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
a dun, dun,
Yeah, with the bongos and
the.
Speaking of jazz flute,
Oh God. Yeah, I guess I do like Hanna-Barbera. All right.
Of course you do.
All right.
And if you like Hanna-Barbera, you'll like Kiss
You
Meets
know what
the Phantom of the Opera.
There you go. You know what it is? It's the mystery-solving ripoff shit that I don't like.
Yoinks?
No, not Scooby. The
Raggy?
ripoff stuff.
Raggy?
Pay attention. See what I mean? It's like automatic.
Like Cool It, man.
Like wow, school. Like we got to get to the van now.
Starting to feel like Gene Simmons in the fucking interview. All right, that's enough. So go see it. There you go, Jess. There you go, Josh. Enjoy, these knuckleheads. Hey, what's making your geek flag fly? Tell me.
That was a nice resonance.
Tell me, Derek, what's making your geek flag fly?
I'm watching Titans season 3. It's pretty good.
Okay.
That's it.
How many episodes in it is it?
It's 4.
4?
4 in?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start watching it.
Cool.
Nice.
They usually like a 10 episode
I think so,
season.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of slow to start so far. So
I watched last season, and
Something's gonna
I
happen.
never got around to
3?
freaking Doom Patrol.
You should.
Oh,
I never got around to last season of
Doom
Doom Patrol. I
Patrol
watched the
is
last
coming back
season
in
of Titans,
December.
though.
Mm.
And I did like it.
I did too.
I got to finish it. I started, was it season 3 of Doom Patrol or season 2?
I don't know.
Last season was 2. Oh, no, last season was 3. I think.
3. Then I didn't see,
Yeah.
I started season 3 and didn't finish it.
3
But
is
I liked
great.
it.
I like 3 a lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
It's good.
I like
Yep.
where they're going with Titans, like bouncing around from place to, they were in Gotham last season.
Yeah.
So now they're
Yeah, now they're in Metropolis, and so far they haven't like split up into their own little storylines. So
That's what I
it's-
don't want any more of. I want to start seeing
Keep them together.
teams. Yeah.
That's how I felt about the last season of The Boys.
Mm,
They were too spread out for the majority of the season.
I can
and
see
I
that.
love when they're all together.
Yeah. It's like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
They keep me hanging for too long, though.
Mm-hmm. Now get back together, man.
Get back together soon.
Teamwork. It's all about teamwork. There's no I in team.
Makes the dream work.
This is an ensemble. All right, go ahead.
I was.
That's
gonna,
it.
Are we going
Yeah,
this way?
which
Doesn't matter. Which
right.
way
Do
you want to go?
Right.
You want
Go
me?
ahead.
All right.
Right.
Doctor Who.
Who?
Doctor Who is coming to
hell?
Disney
That's the
Plus.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All of it?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know about all of it, but the new episodes, I think beginning in 2023 or 4, whenever they get around to doing the next season. Beginning with the new season, it's going to be airing on Disney Plus, which is it's really good news.
There's a new doctor, yes?
There will be a new doctor right now.
It's going to be an old doctor, isn't it?
Well,
I heard
yes,
David-
it's a little convoluted. David Tennant returned, and I think he's doing like a bunch of specials, or it's not going to be very long.
Okay, so he's not.
But then, and
Oh, like Christmas specials, how they always doing, like...
I don't know how they're doing it. Honestly, it's all kind of up in the air right now. But Russell T Davies, who used to be the showrunner back when it started, is back spearheading the show again, which is good news because his run was really good. He did the Christopher Eccleston, Dave Tennant, and up until Matt Smith started. But those were some excellent
What's the
episodes.
other guy's name?
Who?
Moffat?
Moffat. Stephen Moffat took over for him. And he did some good stuff too. But Chris Chibnall, who did the Jodie Whittaker seasons, the writing wasn't that great.
You know what? I try to watch
She was a good
Capaldi.
doctor with poor episodes.
I watched a couple of Capaldi episodes, and I was like, I don't like this guy.
Oh, I like him. You got to give him a chance, man.
I didn't like his companions that much.
All right, when he has Bill in his final season, that's when it picks up. And unfortunately, that was his final season. But no, I just want to say that the fact that
collectively
that Doctor Who is now coming to Disney Plus is good news because it will bring it to a bigger audience than it had before. Before, to see Doctor Who in the States, you had to have BBC America, be it like through cable or if you were streaming it on, say like Sling TV or your YouTube TV. You had to have that in order to get it. But now almost everybody seems to have Disney Plus, which means everybody will have access to the new Doctor Who, which I'm excited for.
Netflix was
and
good
plus,
about that for a while. Netflix had it for a while. That's when
I think
started
so.
watching it.
Yeah.
Same.
Yep.
Same. And then they took it off before I could
They did.
get into it.
Yeah, and then it was on BBC America, and I think one of the Pluto TV, I think one of their channels was showing the classic Who.
Yeah.
But not so much the new stuff. Some of the newer episodes are available on HBO Max though, which is weird. You can find a lot of the the Christopher Eccleston through Capaldi.
See, the Eccleston
Oh,
one
I
I
think
saw.
I think
Yes,
you're right.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
It's on HBO Max, but I don't know if it's going to stay that way. Like I said, Disney has it, and I don't know, how it's all up in the air now. But
They're just gonna
it was
take it
announced
away.
last week. Yeah, but they've got deep pockets. They can do so much more.
know.
The show can only get better. I think.
Okay.
So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Give Disney more money.
No, whatever works.
Hey.
If you're happy with the show and what they're doing,
Yep.
they're going to keep
I'm
doing
excited.
it.
But
I thought Claire was hot.
Huh?
Claire was hot.
Clara's hot. She wasn't my favorite companion.
She was hot, though.
She was hot, but she overstayed her welcome.
What's
she
her name?
was on too long.
From Penny Dreadful.
Rose.
Rose.
Rose Tyler.
I like Rose.
Yeah,
Tyler.
Rose.
Oh,
She
Rose
was-
Tyler's fucking awesome.
Yeah, she was
she was
Eccleston's
great.
companion and part of
And
David Tennant.
I never got
David
past
Tyler.
that. I really liked him, and when David Tennant took over, I get heat for this all the time. I was not a big Dave Tennant fan.
He's so great.
I couldn't understand a fucking word he was saying. That's how ignorant I am. So,
Yeah.
I'll admit to my stupidity.
You
on
weren't
it.
trying hard enough.
I
Yeah,
was trying.
you gotta watch
That's
it
the
with
problem. I
subtitles.
don't want to try. I want to hear.
You don't want to
Even, like,
read. I want to hear it.
That was
But I'll
like the
give it
first
an-
time I'd ever seen James Corden.
Yes.
He was a
Oh,
companion
yeah,
for a
I
few
remember
No, he
episodes.
wasn't a
him.
companion. He was somebody that Matt Smith's doctor. The TARDIS had taken off without him, and he needed a place to crash. And
He's got a kid in one of the episodes, right?
Corden
With his
showed
kid.
up when Corden was first on. He was looking for a roommate, and the doctor
Oh, that's
stayed
what it
with
was.
him.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
he showed up. He came back a year later to check on him, and that's when he had a kid. and-
Right.
yeah.
That's like
Yeah,
in
but that-
between,
Wait,
like
who had a kid? Doctor Who had a
No,
kid?
no, no, no.
James Corden's character.
Corden's character.
Okay.
It was like a
So
year
that-
later, and
so that's before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because that's like in the middle of like the Rory, Amy.
yes,
right? 'Cause
it was.
He's
Yep.
watching over and
Yep.
stuff. This Matt Smith stuff was good too.
Yeah, I like the
that.
Matt Smith
and,
era, too.
What's that actress's name? With
I gotta
Karen
because I saw Matt
Gillan?
Smith in
Karen
Morbius.
Gillan.
Karen
Yeah, she's the one that
Gillan? I
plays
love Karen Gillan.
Nebula.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's on on Guardians of
And
the
the
Galaxy.
guy who was Rory was on that DC show. The
Yes, he was. The
Heroes
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. He was
Yeah.
on that in the
Who was he?
earlier
Who
seasons.
was
I don't know who he
He's
was.
like a
I
badass
didn't
with
watch
the
it.
jacket. What the fuck is his name? In the earlier seasons, he's the one that gets the group together.
Oh, the time guy.
Yes.
Yeah, the British guy with the short,
Shit,
the short brownish blonde hair.
God, I can't remember his name.
Neville Longbottom.
You know why he hasn't
That's
been?
him.
He hasn't been on the show.
Neville
He hasn't
Longbottom.
been on the show for so long. I can't remember the goddamn character.
Yeah, I can't remember it.
What the hell? Tito's looking it up.
Well, good, because that's his job.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. I can't think of him.
And now it's time for Beat the Tito. That was not what you think, ladies and gentlemen.
Not yet.
There's no clock involved.
And what else? What else you got going on? Anything else you're
That's
watching?
pretty much it. No,
You're
I'm just going to
watching
mention the Doctor Who
the
stuff.
Doctor Who thing?
Yeah, and just watching the regular stuff. Avenue 5. I finally watched season 3 of Star Trek Discovery because I hadn't watched it.
I haven't watched
and my
that.
buddy at work was telling me that it was actually pretty decent, so I
Was
watched
he
it.
right?
It was it wasn't bad.
Okay.
It picked up. It was a slow start to the season, but once you got past like episode 3, it was pretty good.
Rip Hunter.
Rip Hunter. That's right. Right. Okay. I was going to say Wave Rider, but that's
No,
That-
it
the
was
Wave
close.
Rider is the ship, I think.
right. So. Close, but no donut, copper. All right, so Tito.
I went with my kids and my wife this weekend and saw Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Oh, nice.
And I thought it was pretty great.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely.
I didn't realize it was going to be that long. It's
It was like
2
3
hours
hours
and
long
40
almost,
minutes.
right?
Yeah. And it flies. It
Yeah?
really does. It flies. They do a lot of really cool stuff for around Chadwick Boseman, and they really pay homage to him.
Yeah.
I really like the stuff with Namor. There's some really cool backstory and kind of a twist on his origin.
So you were cool because I know there were fans complaining about the change in. I haven't seen it yet, and I don't know Namor very well, but I know there was a lot of there was some backlash about changing his backstory.
So it's like
because
more
it's not
based
Atlantis
in like
anymore.
Aztec
Yeah.
mythology.
Okay.
Because they didn't want him to get confused with Aquaman and Atlantis.
Yeah,
so.
I thought it was pretty cool, and I like the. I don't want to. I thought the way they did it was kind of cool, and he's a badass. He really is. Yeah. And I saw something today that was like, Black Panther is really good at making their villains really likable. Because I think Killmonger is a really great villain, but also like a really.
And I heard he
character.
shows up in this too.
He may.
Yeah, no, I heard, it was spoiled by.
Dude, everything I
can
know.
neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
That's-
I know everything because everything is spoiled.
That's
All
too
the
bad.
secrets. But
So
I'll
I
still-
didn't. It's a great scene.
Yeah.
It's a great scene.
You saw it too, right?
Yeah, it's a really great scene.
Cool. And the Riri Williams stuff with the Ironheart.
I thought she was fantastic.
Yeah, she was good.
I was like wondering what she was going to be.
Yeah. Because I was worried that they were shoehorning too much stuff into it.
That's how I felt too, but it's like kind of seamless the way she fits and
yeah. Well, that's good.
I liked it. It reminds me a little bit of Killmonger in the sense that you have this like American character thrust into like Wakanda.
Yeah.
And he's got his own idea of what Wakanda is, but Riri Williams has this really like, pro-black approach to Wakanda and being really impressed by them and wanting to be around them and kind of get to her roots or whatever that is. But she's still this very fun, interesting. And I thought when I remember seeing the actress and I was like, oh, she looks kind of lame. Yeah. But like seeing her on the screen, she just kills it.
She did a good job.
And that's why it's so long, because you're adding her to the mix. And I thought, Shuri, Letitia Wright was really good. I thought everybody was really, really good. Angela Bassett's like super
She's awesome.
strong.
Oh, she's awesome in everything.
And intense. Was it Winston Duke?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
so
Zumbatu.
good. He's so funny.
Yeah.
He's just as funny as in this one and just very badass and just doesn't give a shit. I thought it was really, really good.
Cool.
And my kid leading up to it, Ronan, he watched Civil War and then he watched Black Panther one day. And, my daughter's, she's your son's age, right? She like sat down and watched both movies and said nothing the entire time.
That's unusual.
And I was like watching.
She didn't get up and dance?
No,
Nothing?
right. No. Usually she's just like, going to town. And I'm like in my room because my wife was in Mexico for the week. So they're watching and I'm like, man, it's super quiet out there. And then I get up and I'm like, what are you guys doing? He's like, watching Black Panther. But then at the end of the movie, like the Weekend song came on and she was like, Dad, watch this. And then she got up in front of the TV and she started dancing. And then like every day after that, she was like, Black Panther, Black Panther, Black Panther.
Yeah, when Liam first saw the first one, he loved it.
Yeah.
He was his new favorite superhero. And I was shocked that he sat through this because it was so long.
Oh, so you took Liam to see it too?
It was spur of the moment, like, okay, we'll let him tag along.
Yeah.
And he liked it a lot. And it's just because he's...
That's gonna
2 hours and 40 minutes. Like, my daughter was like,
But he'll watch the first one now and he won't say anything. Like he'll sit like that and watch it. So it speaks a lot that these movies in particular, kids aren't all over the place and
They can sit
and
and watch something.
I was worried too because I bought the tickets and I was like, 2 hours and 41 minutes. No way. She's going to be
That's
dancing
way outside your wheelhouse.
all over this place. She's going to be doing cartwheels. And oddly enough, there was a father
That's a whole
and
hour
son.
outside of your comfort zone.
Right. I know, right? Yeah. So there was a son and a father sitting next to me. The kid was probably Ronan's age, 14. The dad is the dad's age. They were talking to each other the entirety of the film.
No shit.
Like they wouldn't stop talking, and then the kid would.
Was he explaining stuff to him? Is
No,
that
they were
why?
just talking and laughing and having fun.
Jesus.
And then the kid would chew gum with his mouth open, and I would hear like.
I would have elbowed him in the face.
And at one point, I got so frustrated. I was like, "Guys, please, please."
Yeah.
And every once in a while, they would talk, and the dad would be like, "Oh, shh." But it was like. So I think
Like
that
he
when
has
I
to
see the movie,
remember.
when I see the movie again, I think I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I loved it, but I don't know because I really was. I was really frustrated.
Yeah. I
sitting
hate
next to
that.
these guys.
This is why
I know, it
I
pulls
just
your
want
attention
these things.
away
Yeah,
from the
I couldn't.
movie.
That's all I could.
This
all
is
I
why I
could-
want these things coming to streaming now.
We were talking
because
about
I'm
this
so
at work.
sick of- it happens more.
If they
and
had
more
done like
every
the
time.
early access thing like they did with Black Widow and
Yeah,
said,
$20.
you can pay $20 and see this now,
Yep.
I would be like, yes, take my money, because I would easily spend that taking myself, my wife, and my daughter to see that in the theater. Probably spend 3 times that.
It was like $50 just for the tickets.
That's what I'm saying.
And then we got popcorn.
And then you get
everything.
popcorn
Yeah.
and everything else. It adds up. So like $20 and the 3 of us can sit and watch it, on our couch, and we don't have to worry about other people talking it, through it. We can pause it if we, have to get up and go to the bathroom, which being a 2.5 hour movie, you probably would.
You don't miss anything.
Yeah, you won't miss anything,
have
and I can
people
watch it
coming and
immediately
sit with
after
you.
if I want it
Yeah,
without having to
right.
pay for another ticket. Absolutely.
I'm
Give me
telling you,
that.
man, when Sarah and I went to see Joker, this
Yeah.
was like on a Monday night.
I remember you telling me this,
Like
yeah.
like an 8:00 show. We thought we had it made.
Yeah.
And we
So you're gonna have
had-
the theater to yourself.
We almost did, and we were down in like, the front. Most people like to go up back.
Yeah.
We're like, no, we'll sit closer to the front. No, there was a family of 9 in the that comes strolling in 15 minutes after with a goddamn baby. There's like a bunch of 5-year-olds, and they've got just
Somebody didn't
tons
watch
of
the trailer.
snacks. No,
Yeah,
totally.
This is a rated R movie.
Baby, but it's a baby, and the baby's crying through the most dramatic scenes, and I'm like, never again.
Yeah.
I just have the worst. Like, this is fucking Monday night.
Yeah.
It's
I went to
Monday
a midnight
night.
showing of Kill Bill Volume 1, and a baby started crying in the middle of it.
Why
Somebody was
is
like,
there a baby?
"Who brought a baby to Kill Bill?"
Exactly.
You hear, and then they were like, then you see the guy walk down the steps with the baby.
Yeah.
Dude, it's midnight.
You're
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
outta
Tom
here.
Tom Segura has a whole bit about this, where he basically says, if you bring a baby into a theater, you're a piece of shit. He's absolutely right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a baby shouldn't be in a movie
No.
theater. Why? You know what? You're not going to go see this movie. Suck it up and deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you couldn't get a babysitter, you
Yeah.
know what? You're shit out of luck.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And that was
Yeah.
back before, like, you actually had to go to the movies and get your tickets.
Yeah.
People were doing shit like that.
Yep.
But it almost always happens when Sad and I go. And we were just like, fuck it. Why? You know?
Yeah.
I'm weary of taking, like, I imagine Derek was too, like taking my 5-year-old to see this movie.
Right.
And thinking about, like, she was really good. There were a couple times that, me and Mary were like, all right, quiet
Yeah,
down a little bit.
there's one
like,
thing to get
Yeah,
riled
he
up
likes
for
to
a
ask
second.
questions, and the only
the
only times I really I had to talk to him is I had to when there were a lot of subtitles.
Yeah.
Because it was Wakandan, there was Tala,
Oh, yeah, whatever the...
Teleclan.
Teleclan.
Yep.
French, So I was kind of trying to whisper what it
French.
was
What
saying.
made up language is that?
And I eventually gave up. I'm like, okay, just use your imagination.
But still,
She
when
didn't
you
even ask when the words were on the screen. She just was whatever they're speaking, whatever they're speaking.
Right.
I'm just watching the movie.
But when you talk to your kids, you lean in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't turn
absolutely.
and you don't ignore them first
Yeah.
of all, and eat your popcorn just like tuning them out. You know. That's fine. I'm all right with that.
I thought it was great,
If you're
though.
going to a superhero movie, if you're going to the Lego movie, expect kids, expect talking. Fine. If you're going to the Joker movie, though,
I know.
No,
Right?
yeah, that's,
you should not have a baby. You should
No.
not have 5-year-olds.
Not
all
at
I
all.
show my kids Creep Show, and I would not show them the Joker.
No.
I have limits, not many.
Like,
the biggest piece of shit family showed up that night. All 9 of them.
yeah, that's crazy.
It is crazy. So I feel you.
Yeah.
This is not making my geek flag fly. I'm sorry.
I know this it got
Yeah,
random, but
this turned into
getting
an
somber.
anti-movie
I did
theater.
like
I'm
that
really
movie.
sorry.
I did like
Yeah.
it, but I think I will love it when I see it again.
Now, so you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't yet.
And you
no.
have not seen Black Adam yet.
No.
Same
And I
here.
haven't either.
We're gonna have to.
I'm behind
we're
on
gonna
both
have
of
to
them.
have a watch party or a streaming party or something. But you
Well, I
guys
heard that
don't
Black
have to hear all
Adam.
this.
Black Adam is definitely going to be on HBO Max. I think the beginning of December.
Yeah,
I think it's coming soon.
I'm still
Yeah.
looking forward to it. I've heard
It's
mixed,
good.
but
I liked
the-
it.
you know,
I liked it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much outside of Henry Cavill.
yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's all that
Besides that, I
matters.
haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
else.
That's fine.
Yep. I haven't heard much about it.
That
either.
and
Nothing.
there you go.
How much of that movie was
What's
spoiled for
making
me?
your geek flag fly?
What is? That's a good question. Very quickly, I am a fan of Dwight H. Little. I have come to realize this. The director, Dwight H. Little, who directed Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, and I knew that. So the other night, I was looking for an action film, and I came across March for Death, the Steven
same
Seagal
dude,
movie.
huh?
Directed by Dwight H. Little, and I thought that was awesome. And then following that, I decided to watch Rapid Fire. And unbeknownst to me, because I'm a Brandon Lee fan, that too was directed by Dwight H. Little. And there was one more. I swear this came in an order. Oh, earlier that evening before March for Death, I had watched for the first time Murder at 1600 with
Okay.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also directed by Dwight H.
Is Diane
Little.
Lane in that?
Yes.
Right?
And
Diane
I,
Lane is in
and
that.
I
Yeah,
always
yeah.
thought she was attractive, but I forgot how smoking hot
Yeah.
Diane Lane was.
Yeah.
She is amazing.
You rolling your eyes?
Is this an?
like
No,
that, too.
no.
Have you seen, dude? Have you
It has
seen
nothing.
Murder
No,
at
no. Listen,
1600?
listen. It has nothing to do with that. I love Diane Lane, but
Convince me.
people tell me my mom looks like her. So every time people talk about how hot Diane Lane is,
That's valid.
Okay,
Yes.
that is a
I'll
valid
give you-
one.
that's
All
valid.
right, we'll stop.
Pipe down, Oedipus.
We'll stop. So I had a self-proclaimed Dwight H. Little marathon, and
was this all coincidental?
all coincidental?
For real?
Honest to God, I'm not making this up. I can't make this shit up. It
Halloween
started with
4,
Murder
March
at
for Death,
1600,
Rapid Fire.
March for Death, and then I topped the night off with Rapid Fire because
You didn't hit the little Alexa
Honest to
button
God.
on your Fire
Swear.
Stick remote and say
I did
Dwight
not.
H.
Was
Little
it- I
movie.
Was it one of
do
those things where like, oh, you watch this, you might like?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
It was
No,
just some-
one was Murder at because these were all off of
Prime?
like Showtime. No,
Oh.
these weren't streaming services. This was all on whatever movie channels had to offer.
Oh.
And I was in the mood for like action and thrill. I've been on a real mob action.
Yeah,
thriller
yeah, you
kick
said that
lately.
last week.
Right. So I just honestly, coincidentally picked 3 films by Dwight H. Little and said, "Well, shit, I'm a fan." So I thought that was worth sharing.
Nice.
There was a poster released for Camp Crystal Lake, which I was really not too excited about, but I will say now knowing that these events take place between the first and second film, I'm a little more optimistic.
and they have
about
the
it.
ability to use Jason, which
Yes.
I was under the impression that they did not have the rights to. So that's awesome.
Cool.
Very good news.
Very, very happy about that. And
What,
finally,
what is that going to be streaming on or being shown on?
was
Camp Crystal Lake?
Peacock.
Peacock.
Oh, it's Peacock.
It's on the cock. Yep.
Oh, I just saw that Nope is now on Peacock. Speaking
is
of,
it?
I saw that
Oh,
today.
I
I've been,
that.
I,
Cool.
Yeah,
I watch
Because
that.
I
because
still haven't seen that either.
no, it's good. You should actually. I was thinking about maybe after this we could watch it.
No.
But
I mean, no, sure.
Yeah. my daughter's been dying to watch it again. She's like, "When's it coming on?"
Cool.
I don't know.
And lastly, The Dark Saint Returns is on its way to the publishers
Awesome.
and will be ready for you, for all you fans.
More to
Derek, I know
celebrate.
You're not a huge fan, but if you like The Dark Knight Returns, you will like The Dark Saint
it's the
Returns.
Santa one that you were working
Yep,
on. Yeah, nice.
along with Josh Hurst and Jay Pillarella, we are putting out our parody of The Dark Knight Returns. Dark Saint Returns, Santa Saves Christmas. Which is essentially what he does. He comes out of retirement to bring the Christmas spirit back to Christmas Town, but he does so Frank Miller style.
Sweet.
And the art's all Frank Miller based. The writing is similar with just enough changes so I don't get sued. And it started out as a gag, started out as a joke. Like I started working on this at
I remember
RHD.
you showing me stuff
Remember
for it,
this?
yeah.
And it was for fun. And then I brought it into Rubber Chicken, and Jay Pillarella was like, "Nah, man, we got to make this into something." So 5 years later, here we are.
Nice.
All right.
So it's if everything goes smooth, it will be available for Christmas.
Awesome.
Just in time for Christmas.
That's awesome.
Sick. And that's it. A lot of geek flags flying. A
Yeah.
lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Cool.
Cool. Well, hey, there's a lot of stuff that's made our geek flag fly in the past. I caught myself, Brian.
did.
I caught myself.
Yes.
Borderline.
And some of it with, some of it without Tito. Take your pick. Choose your preference, with or without Mystery Science Theater. It's up to you. Brian,
Yes, Mark.
where can they go?
They can go to www.3gdpodcast.com. That's www.
The number 3.
GDpodcast.com. I almost forgot where I was. There you'll be able to find, like Mark said, all of our past episodes. You'll also be able to find places where you can rate and review the show. So please give us a 5-star rating. Say a little blurb about us. And like I said before, it helps to drive us up the charts, makes other people, makes it makes it easier for other people to find us when they're searching. And also there's our email link, our social media links are there, blogs about us, and lots of other good stuff. So please check us out. www.3gdpodcast.com is our hub basically for everything. Also, our Ko-fi page is there. Almost forgot, if you would like to make a small donation, you can find the Ko-fi link there to our page, and any small donation will help to keep the show going because podcasting isn't cheap. And as always, thank you everybody for listening.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Very well said. So again, Josh Hurst, Jess Hamill, this episode was for you. Hope we did the movie justice, and thank you for introducing us.
No, we did the movie Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
Thank you. Thank you, Tito. So stay tuned as we cover another request. Happy Thanksgiving. If you don't hear from us before then, in
That's
fact,
right.
by the time you hear this Thanksgiving,
Yeah, this will come out just
we
before
hope you had a good
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Yeah. So until next time, I'm Mark.
I'm Derek.
I'm Brian.
I'm Tito.
Keep watching the skies because there's monkeys or cats up there. We don't know which. Thank
And
you.
they're dropping down on you.
And they are. Good night. They're dropping down.
And they're dropping down on you.
They're shitting all over you.
What is this?
The monkeys are flinging poo. The cats are digging it up in the sandbox.
That's so funny. I was like, oh, there's no timer.
I just looked down and I'm like, how long have we been doing this? And I'm like, fuck.
We get do-overs on
We
this?
get do-overs.
All right, I'll take it.
Oh my, I am so sorry, guys.
What's it called in golf?
A mulligan?
A mulligan.
A mulligan.
Yeah, we got
A mulligan.
mulligans.
Mark, I apologize. So
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It happens.
What
I
do we?
almost said something, and I was like, I don't want to speak in the middle of the
you should have
about
spoke,
the
Tito.
timer. Yeah,
Because anything you say, I can edit out.
Oh, that's true. I always stare at it. I'll like stare at it sometimes, and I was like, oh, nothing's. Maybe he changed the setting.
Nope. I looked. I'm like, why is that green? Fuck.
So do we do the thing for Kevin Conroy?
We have to do
All of it?
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, but mean it this
Everything.
All right, mean it this time. I
Yeah.
didn't mean it
time.
before.
Do it with
You
feeling.
did, but you could. I feel like you could take it up a notch.
We're gonna try to remember all our jokes.
I don't know. Hopefully it'll be better because we've already said our jokes.
Everything's
Fuck, that
gonna
was
be
some
better
good
this
stuff
time
too.
around.
God damn
It's
it.
It's okay.
I apologize.
The show that never was.
It really was.
It's like the
always
nothing never.
Oh shit.
See what this movie has done to us?
It broke
You
me.
see? Okay, here we go. Time to get all serious. Well, it's Groundhog Day again.
Phil?
Phil Ryers.
Me, Needle Nose Ned.
Bing. Okay, now I gotta get. I shouldn't have done that because now I have to get serious for this. Okay.